Good morning. So I'm out on my morning walk with the dogs. It's like probably close to 7. I'm thinking about this. Came out into nature and I just felt like everything was still. Like like everything is standing still in place, like suspended in the air. And I'm thinking about the surrender on the twin flame journey, and these higher realms of consciousness where the surrender is actually it's like letting go, but it's letting go of something that is high beyond your yearning for it or want for it is higher beyond anything else. And so with the surrender and the letting go of that, it kind of catapults you. Not even catapults. It's just like you're suspended in the air. It's like this suspension. And when you get into this place of suspension, everything is suspended. The need to hold on to anything. So if you can let go of the journey, on the journey, and let go of your twin, you can let go of you. It's pretty much the release of your attachment to anything. So you release the attachment. It's even the attachment to yourself. It's kind of like your consciousness in some way separates, and it separates, but it's kind of the same at the same time. So you become the witness of yourself, the witness of your own life. And when you become the witness, you're also a witness to uh, everything around you that is happening, the wonders of the world. You get into appreciation. You start seeing how everything is just exact as it is. Everything feels like it's like coming into the now, but completely coming into a place where time stands still almost. The only moment that there is this moment, and everything else is suspended. All of your attachment. See, all of your attachment to things is in your mind. It's not in the physical. Um, it's a release also from your own self, a release from your own emotions and emotions that you have attached to situations, and then you just become pure consciousness. It's just sitting here. It's an awareness. And I was thinking about, and it's always a in between. It's kind of in between this human experience, the experience of being in this body, and experiencing this experience with all of the emotions that we have. And because you have to, in order to grow, you have to experience. You can't just sit in a place of complete disconnect. You have to come back in and also be present. So it's a presence and a detachment at the same time. and you can watch your emotions and what they tell you. And then it seems like you become mighty. You become where you see that everything is cause and effect. Everything is exactly as it can be, exactly as it is supposed to be. Everything is exact. This boulder is here for a reason. And it came to arrive here through a series of events, just like anything in the physical world, or in the mental world, or in the emotional world, or in all of the worlds. Everything is exactly as it is because of a series of events that led it to be in that way. Even our thoughts, the reasons that we think certain thoughts. We can be in the same situation as a different person and we perceive it completely different. We feel it completely different. It touches us in different ways than it touches another person. If we have a trauma or a belief in something, and it makes us feel a certain way, and somebody else comes into the exact same situation, they see it differently and they experience it differently because they have different attached emotions to it, or no attached emotions to it, or it's just a new experience for them, or however. And so when you are able to see the things this way, and you're able to detach your emotion, which is also part of this surrendering, you're surrendering your emotions. You just say, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it came to be. I'm gonna head back. I have my boys are at home, and I'm going to help them get off to school this morning, and I need to go to work too. I'm going to paint at the Rockaway, and I want to do some other things before we get a package ready for Amazon. We'll see. I'm going to put a few things on my morning list. The house is also kind of a mess, but I'm thinking on just leaving that until I get home later, and then maybe we'll see how this day opens up. But this is a good day. This is a good day. Look at that. Look, there's like, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the sun is coming down in rays through the clouds. That's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It feels like everything is just at a standstill. Watching the birds are just, it's beautiful. So to get to the point, when you get to this place of suspension where you're in surrender, and then it feels like being suspended mid-air. There's nothing to hold on to, and there's no need to hold on to. It's a balance, kind of. And where you realize that everything unfolds exactly as it is supposed to, but also there's like a stillness in it. It's like a place of, let me try to, it's like a stillness, and you can see things moving around you, and they just seem to be moving all around. And then you can go in, and when you are detached from your emotion, you see things more clearly, and you can go in and manipulate. And again, manipulation, we do manipulations every day, all day long. It's manipulation is, it doesn't have emotion attached to it. It's not good or bad. It's just what we do. Without manipulating the world around us, we don't have contact with the world around us. Even by speaking, we're manipulating sound waves. So anything that we do is manipulating, and it's just a matter of mastering the manipulation. So when you master the manipulation and you use it for good, and you use it in sync with the ways of nature, then all the powers of nature come in around you and support your manipulation. If you're trying to manipulate going against nature, which is, what is the language of nature? Is the language of love and acceptance. In nature, everything is perfect. Everything knows exactly what to do. It's when we come in and manipulate it in ways that go against the natural sync is when things start getting out of whack. And that's our consciousness. That's our, we are creators. We are part of God. We are God's children. We are of God. We are God's. Um, we are God. No gods. We're part of it. And so we have power in creation. And I think that in society for years and years and years, we've been cut off from the knowing of that. And now in this era, we're going back. There is a mass awakening. Everybody is waking up. Not everybody, yeah, but there is a mass awakening that is going on now. I see it all around me. And it is for the strong of heart and the strong of mind. For this awakening, you must be strong, because you have to go through and sort out your complete insides to come out as to come out in your pure strength from the other side. I wanted to say like mighty, but all it is really is just coming out to be you. And when you do that, you are almighty, but that isn't the point of it. That is just like a consequence of it. And there's many, many more consequences of it, like happiness and fulfillment and peace and finding how to live heaven on earth. But when you do manage to come out of yourself and get into this state of, through surrender, get into this state of just being as is, just allowing things to be, then everything becomes more simple. It's like looking in from the top energetically. You can look in and tap in to the matrix because you can see them. You can see it. So it's like a game. It becomes a game. When you remove yourself emotionally from the game, then you can see all the players and you can see what they're doing and you can see where they're caught up. And then you just like stick your finger in and move things around. It's like a mastery of life. It's it's like mastering your life. And it comes from this surrender, and the surrender is the ego death. In the surrender, you have to overcome your ego, and because your ego is still kicking and fighting to hold on and to grasp and to try to make things the way that, try to satisfy all of these wants and things that you think that you need in order to be happy, until you realize that you can just be happy, and then there's the happiness. So the surrender is big. The surrender is big, and especially, if you can surrender, it's like surrendering your entire being over into trust. It's a leap of faith, surrendering. Because when you surrender, you're releasing control. You're releasing the have tos, and then you get into this flow of what is, and then you start playing with the world around you. And the world opens up to you in ways that you couldn't have imagined even. could never have imagined. Because when you are in expectation before your surrender, when you are trying to make things happen, you're trying to make them happen according to thoughts that you have in your mind of the way things that should be. And the things that you have in your mind are things that you already know. And then you are closing yourself off to you want this, and that's where your focus is, which is, it's a paradox, because also in order to create, you have to be able to imagine things and expect them to be as they are. Just expect them to be. This tool is magnificently powerful, but it's also magnificently hindering, because we have all these beliefs and ways that we expect things to be that create our reality, and sometimes they create our reality in ways that we don't want. So we have the two sides of it. We have the side of making sure that our beliefs are in sync with what we consciously, it's bringing our subconscious and our conscious minds together and recreating our subconscious mind to consciously. Wow, there's a lot that I said here. A lot that came through. This is a lot that came through. So reprogramming our minds, letting go and surrendering allows the universe to open up whole new ideas. And the universe is so vast, that in one lifetime it would be virtually impossible for us to experience everything that there is to experience, until you completely surrender and let go, and then you just are you become an experience. That's all you become, and then everything is available to you. Everything, it presents itself, because everything is always presenting itself all around you all the time. It's a matter of what you put your focus on. It's just like I always say, all of the emotions that there are to feel, all of the vibrations of all the different emotions are around us all the time and always available for us to connect to. So it's like wavelengths that are here all the time. You just decide what you connect to. And when you realize that, you can change your emotion or your mindset in an instant when you become aware of it and you start coming into your own power and into your own, creating your own reality. Yeah, I'm saying it's possible. It takes a lot of work and self-work to self-mastery to get there. And I'm still rising. It's a balance. It's in between this world and that world. It's a balance. It's a balance. And I will suggest meditation daily, a daily meditation routine. It's like this karmatic thing I was talking about yesterday. You may not see direct results and say, oh, this is because of meditation. But overall, when you meditate, you quiet your mind. You allow space into your mind and quiet for other things to come in. And it overall sets the mode of your mind. It becomes quieter throughout the day as well. Okay, so I am already here. The lemons, they fall off the trees and they roll down the road. And there's a few here and I'm out of lemons. See, when you get into sync with the universe has a way of providing for you, but you have to be in sync and you have to open your eyes to see it, or open your mind's eye. if you're in tune to see possibilities and options, then the possibilities and options are always there. And that comes straight back to the manipulation. When you remove emotion and expectation and you start just seeing how things open up for you, it's like seeing everything from above energetically. Okay, I got back home, gonna get my boys out, so thanks for watching.